when the Pines decided they wanted to retire, they didn't want to run Pine Electric anymore, they asked me if I wanted the Radio Shack franchise, and I got the larger space because they vacated, and signed on as a franchise holder for the Radio Shack, and it just sort of went from there. It was very small and just a selection of Radio Shack stuff, but then it expanded and expanded. And
when people ask me, like, oh, I know the Radio Shack, I said, don't be misled. It's her political power base. It's where she meets the entire island, has lengthy conversations about whatever issues are going on. And I don't know what percentage of her time was sales of electronics or what's happening with development on the island.
Yeah. Well, that's true, and that is really somehow out of that I became aware of the commission and the issues. I don't know if you know the Nobinaket project. Well, I was not a member of the commission yet. I was listening to the people, and we were close to that project in the so I just gradually got sucked over into being preoccupied with the future of the vineyard. One thing that interests me is the different attitudes of the towns towards the commission. I think as a general matter, over the years that I've been there, the Up Island towns have been pretty enthusiastically in favor of the commission, the more rural towns.
Yeah, right.
And the Down Island towns, Vineyard Haven, Oak Bluffs, and Edgartown, have all at one time or another really chafed at who are you to tell us what we should look like kind of thing. And so there was more anti-commission feelings in the Down Island towns and in the Up Island towns.
Yeah. Do you think that was mostly because of commercial interests, or were there other factors?
I think so. And also, to some degree, well, first of all, when I got on the commission, the powers of planning boards were weaker than they are now. State law has given more authority to planning boards, certainly nowhere near the kind of sweeping authority that we have, the ability to just make a judgment without, that something violates the character of the island or something like that. But there was no power to even think about that locally, way back. But I think that the Down Island towns had a stronger sense of, well, we can do this, and the Up Island towns that, felt the other way, that they liked the regional.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, regional is a dirty word for starters.
I never understood that.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, the resentment of anything that's regional, the controversy over the regional high school how far back does that go?
Yeah.
But it was controversial when they established a regional high school. I was, I think, 16 at the time, and I was a summer kid, but I hung out with a lot of year-round kids. And so my boyfriend, for example, had gone to the Tisbury High School.
Yeah.
And then when the regional high school opened up, he was suddenly in the regional high school.
Yeah.
And there was a good deal of opposition to that, to having a regional school at all.
Yeah.
We want our town school.
Right.
And some of this is a sort of positive thing. I mean, it wasn't all just hostility to regional schools or to the Martha's Vineyard Commission as a regional body. A lot of it was just a patriotic sense of loving their own town.
Yeah.
and thinking our town's got a good town government.
Right.
Why wouldn't you not trust it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they would have been, almost anybody on the island would have been happy if the state had handed over the extra powers to the local governments.
Yeah.
I think that there is, as people have gotten older and we have a larger population that just grew up with the regional high school, with the Martha's Vineyard Commission as kind of a given, I think that people, there's not as much hostility as there used to be.
Yeah.
I really believe in, well, first of all, I really believe that we're one island. I do. I mean, I know that the difference between Edgartown and Aquina is substantial. But we're still, I feel that we are an island and that there is a sort of integrated character that makes us the place that people want to be.
Yeah.